1985, the HIV virus was first discovered.
The World Health Organization says as many as 729
Americans
people
working in Africa have tested
Doctors
positive.
treating patients where
People in Africa are afraid of this.
The 5 to 10 years that followed that, there were lots of deaths.
We attended a funeral almost every week in the neighborhood. The result of that was that we started seeing a lot of orphans. People who were dying, they ended up leaving their children with their old mothers and fathers. I remember one woman coming to my office saying she had lost nine of her children. These are entire family. Now you are ending up with a society where you have mostly children and then older people. With the number of orphans being left behind, that social structure was being overstretched. People do not struggle to believe in the existence of God. They believe God exists. But when things started happening like this, what people started questioning, how would a loving God leave me? That's what one old woman said. How would this loving God leave me with 10 children, with all their mothers having died, and me as old and as weak as I am?
In the context of the church, and particularly our local church, there were discussions now how to respond.
Trying to show the communities that have suffered such losses that the God of heaven still cares. There is something we can do. Can we help with accommodation? Can we help with feeding? Can we help with medical care?
One of the things that we were discussing as a church was the value of education. Education can break the vicious cycle of poverty.
So the community says, can you help us with education?
There was a lot of work and we were overwhelmed. The needs were huge.
The first day I came here, I met 7 teachers, unqualified, and we couldn't hold a meeting in English because the teachers couldn't understand me. So I was encouraged by the commitment of the CCBC Church.
And as we were praying, God started leading us to begin to think that He had some people that He had strategically aligned to partner with us. 10 years on, we found ourselves discussing with a church from Tennessee. And so now this is 10 years and God has used that partnership to do great things, and there's been transformation in the community. The school has now grown, and with the support of Church of the City, we've been able to recruit teachers, we've been able to refurbish the classrooms. We now have a fully fledged primary school and we have a secondary school.
Adziwa, in our local language, means God knows. And Adziwa is a place of hope and a future for both orphans and the widows.
Just us having partners, Capital City Baptist Church and Church of the City, keeps us also encouraged as we work, me, the headmaster, the teachers. I feel like Adziwa is also existing and thriving through the prayers of so many people who know about Adziwa and who are there faithfully praying.
Immediately we have kids that wouldn't have been in school now attending school. And it's not just an ordinary school, it's a school of excellence where they are taught the Word of God, they are taught lessons according to the curriculum, and there's love. The kids are experiencing love.
Poor families will remain poor, and rich and middle-class families will remain rich and middle. By CCBC and Church of the City working together in a community such as Kaunda, we are breaking that.
What if we become part of life-changing events What if Adziwa becomes a model of a community that is driven by God's purpose?
I am looking forward that in future we should be able to say this pastor, this teacher, this doctor is a result of the work we've been doing, working together.
God sees and God knows Adziwa.